We're going to move on to the renting to owning thing, get back in the swing of things.
All right.
Whew. All right. There we go.
Crack the neck.
All right.
So I think a lot of right now, especially let's just talk about this challenge. The mortgage industry as a whole is having some problems right now. The Fed keeps raising interest rates to try to stifle inflation. So mortgage advertising is getting harder and harder. And for anybody who's on this live, if you're in the mortgage space, I am sorry. I know how painful it is right now. I have a couple of friends who are mortgage brokers, and I'm getting updates on their golf game. So
maybe look at reverse mortgages, guys. That's where people who need money. I mean, I did mortgages for 7 years. So if I was doing mortgages, I'd probably be pivoting over to either VA, which is what this is, or to reverse mortgages.
Yeah. So again, I'm not going to talk about the visual because I'm not the visual artist, right? I have people who do visual stuff. I'm not the guy for that. I'm terrible at it. So let's talk about the copy. You may be able to save a lot of money on your mortgage by refinancing, but you don't know if you're eligible. Millions of veterans may be missing out on lower interest rates and could save thousands of dollars over the life of their loans by refinancing. My initial problem with this template is millions of veterans doesn't talk about me. Like, what's in it for me? I don't care about the other veterans who served. Like, yeah, they're my brothers, right? I may have been in the Army, the Marine Corps with them, the Navy, the Air Force, but what about me? And so for me, the first thing I want to do is acknowledge the customer, acknowledge the person I'm trying to grab the attention of. You've served our country with pride. Now it's our turn to serve you. Immediately, it doesn't matter if there's 100 people reading this ad. If they're a veteran and targeting is on point, this is the ad they're going to see, and it's going to speak to them as an individual. Now, I'm going to take it a little bit deeper. I want to call them out for who they are and that we can help you. As a United States veteran, you could be saving money on your mortgage. Did you know that, right? I'm going back to the problem. Did you know that you could be saving money? You could be paying more than you need to. You could be saving money on your mortgage. The team at Company Name can walk you through our VA refinance program. Now, what goes through the person's mind when they see this or hear it or read it rather is, yeah, but what if I'm not eligible? So we answered that. If eligible, you can get a lower interest rate or lower interest rates, putting thousands back in your pocket over the life of the loan with our VA refinance program. So immediately I go, okay, I'm the veteran. Ooh, I could save money, but what if I'm not eligible? Oh, wait, if I'm eligible, right? So it kind of moves you through the ad systemically. Now, okay, so let's assume I'm eligible. How much can I save? This answers the question. Want to find out how much you can save? Tap apply now and start our easy application. It takes minutes to fill out. That tells me it's not going to take a ton of time, and you could have an answer in under 24 hours. And then what I want to do is, again, go back to that headline. I want to wrap this up with a bow. And so if I go back to the headline about them serving us, you've served us. Thank you. Now let the team at Company Name here serve you.
You've done that twice.
Yes. Sometimes I like to add that as a cherry because what it does is it completes the package. It's kind of putting something in parentheses or brackets. And what that does is it ties the start and the finish of the ad together.
I like it. I mean, it's funny because I usually, because your call to action was tap apply now. That's the call to action. And that's usually the end of most copy, but you're not doing that. And I think it's if you think in terms of like a pickup artist, I think it's smooth. You know, I think it's there's added, it's the seasoning of communication, of conversation. You know, it's just that refinement.
Sam, I've got a different take on it. I don't know how many of you have ever had a chicken from Costco.
The rotisserie ones?
Yes, the rotisserie, the $5.99. They have not raised their price ever.
Yep.
And if you've had it, you can just, you know, you don't have to comment. I know almost everybody's had a chicken from Costco. Imagine the chicken from Costco without seasoning, right? It's seasoned
Um,
chicken versus unseasoned chicken, right? The reason that chicken tastes so good is the seasoning. As you said, I like your analogy of seasoning. It's the seasoning. And so when you season an ad properly,
yeah.
when you give it the right flavors, it really becomes a journey, an experience for the consumer, for the reader of the ad. And that's what you want to do, is you want to connect to that individual and then move them through the experience of the ad. The ad isn't just to sell, 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 sell. It's to create an emotional connection between you and the person reading the ad, the buyer, the consumer.
I think that's the big takeaway here is a lot of people think, and even myself, I mean, I'm learning so much just watching you do this. And that's what I think that's what I wanted really to pull away from this is there's frameworks. IDA is a good example. Star Story Solution, there's another one. There's these frameworks out there. And I think they're to get you doing the reps until you can get to 100,000 ads written. But somewhere around the whatever 1,000 mark, you're going to start finding a groove. And this is como, that was Spanish. This is ad copy. This is just mastery. This is a certain composure about your ad copy where you also, I mean, if you were to write in an English paper, that's what they ask you to do. It's like, start with your premise and then conclude it in the summary. And nobody wants to write an essay. That's not what we're doing. But we're also there is a reason that they tell you to do that, right? There's a reason. And it's almost like we're reminding them, we're bringing back the composure of just the whole context of this offer, of this ad.